Hello all, welcome to Studio Bam Pilates. Today it is February 16th. Today is a mat roller balance class. As always, please take care of yourself. If you have any injuries or limitations, we'll provide some options and variations that hopefully work for you. If you don't, place them to the side, bring in your own favorite options or variations. If that doesn't work, take a break, take a stretch, do a movement, maybe even outside the family of exercises that I'm offering up. The main goal is for you to take care of yourself. I'm just adjusting my camera, so we'll get me in full frame. All right, you're gonna see that my roller's in camera right now. We're not going to use it. I'm just leaving it there, so don't forget it. We'll start with just a functional parallel position with your feet and legs, ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles in an up and down upright line. Just drop your arms down by your side, and just on the inhale, shrug the shoulders up the ears, shoulder shrug. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Inhaling the shoulders up. Exhale, slide them down. Inhaling the shoulders up. Exhale, slide them down. One more time, inhaling the shoulders up. Exhale, slide them down. Moving to shoulder rolls around the shoulders. Back, up, round them forward. Back, up, rounding them forward. And back, up, rounding them forward. One more time. And back, up, round them forward. Let's reverse that now. Shoulders come forward, draw them up, roll them open, slide them down. Forward, up and around to the back. Forward, up and around to the back. Forward, up and around to the back. One more time. Forward, up and around to the back. So from here, I'm just going to start to bend my knees and straighten. So it's a gentle bend of the knees, keeping my feet firmly planted onto the mat or the floor. Try not to let my pelvis go forward or back. So I'm in a cylinder or perhaps an elevator shaft. And the only range of motion I have is just bending and straightening. Yeah. Just a couple more here. And we'll add on to this. I'm trying to kind of compacting this a little bit from Monday and Wednesday. And then got one more here. So usually we do arm circles. We're gonna add this a little bit of torso fold with the knee bend. So I'm gonna have you start to bend your knees. And as you do that, you're gonna swing the arms back behind you. As they come up, you'll bend your knees again and fold forward just from the ribs. I'm gonna swing it back, up and fold forward. So as I swing my arms back, my legs straighten and fold forward. I might even add a little extension here if I wanted. That's fine if that works for you. Otherwise, you just keep your torso up and down. Yeah. And then pause at the bottom here. So right away, we're going to swing the arms forward, come up, and swing the arms forward and up and around. And again, if I wanted, I can add a little extension here. Yeah. If I want. Doesn't have to happen. And we'll do that one more time. And then all the way up and stacking up. I'm going to do 2 forward folds here. So you can keep your legs straight. You might also need to soften your knees. I'm going to keep my arms dropped down. I'm going to nod my head around my spine forward. And I do want to see if I can get my fingertips close to the floor, which may not happen right away. So in order for that to happen, maybe you bend your knees and then roll all the way up. It's not important that the entire hand gets on the floor, but I do want a little bit of contact if that's available. Rolling forward, bending your knees or not. I'm coming right back up. And stacking up. So now I'm going to roll forward. I'm going to see if I can get at least my fingertips onto the floor. Yeah. And then I'm going to send my right leg back. So I'm going to go into a lunge, right? I might need to walk this left leg out a little bit. It's fine. And can I place my right hand on the ground? I'm going to open up my left arm up to the sky, a little twist, and then come back down. So the fingertips of left hand can just touch the ground. And open, and fold, and open, and fold. Next one, we hold, open, and breathe in the spiral, and fold. Now I'm gonna bring my right foot back. I'm gonna roll all the way back up. I'm gonna go for the left side, yeah? Again, I'm gonna roll down, keeping my legs straight, or bending my knees as much as I need to. Fingertips hopefully at least onto the floor. I'm gonna send my left leg back behind me. And then if I can place my left hand on the floor, I might need to open up my right leg a little bit, and then open up that right arm to the sky. And fold. And open. And fold. 2 more times. Open. And fold. This last one, we're just going to hold open. And breathe. Yeah. And then fold. And bring your other foot in. And then just roll yourself all the way up. A little quick warm up there. Shake anything out that you might need. Let's get down to mat. So I'm going to pull my mat back into the camera frame here. Place your roller in the center, and you will find yourself lengthwise. Head and tail fully supported. I'm gonna adjust my camera angle, making sure I get the mat into frame. I apologize early here, just in case I sneeze. It's hanging out in the background. So hopefully it won't come into play until after we stop the class. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the knees bent, feet flat, arms to stand by your side. So we're looking for this functional parallel position with the feet and the legs. Thigh bones pointing straight at the hip sockets, heels in line with the sit bones, feet pointing straight ahead, functional parallel. And then you're gonna think about the center back of the pelvis being connected to the roller. Back bottom to ribs also connect to the roller. So you're just trying to establish this relative natural curve to the back of the body, what we might term a relative neutral spine. Also find the center of the back of the skull connected to the roller. So the chin isn't pointing down towards the chest too much, nor up towards the ceiling. So you're just trying to, again, establish this relative natural curve to the back of the neck. And for a moment, can you find weight into the feet, equal weight to the big toe, pinky toe, heel connection of each foot. I'm going to take a little scan onto your hands and your arms here, and maybe the weight will fall to the pinky, thumb, or certain the palm side. Probably one side feels different than the other. I'm not trying to change it. Just take a note. Yeah, and then for a moment, can you also see if you can just relax your throat, forehead, jaw, and shoulders the best you can. Good. You're going to take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, going to float both arms up towards the sky. We'll do this real quick. We'll just turn the palms to face each other. Arms are in parallel. Fingertips are just floated over the shoulders. We only got 4 reps here. You're going to inhale your fingertips up towards the ceiling, lifting the shoulder blades up and away from the roller on the mat without letting this affect the neck. Exhale, let them right back down. Inhale the fingertips up, and then exhale, let them back down. Inhale the fingertips up, and then exhale, let them back down. You got this one more time. Inhale the fingertips up. Yeah. Then exhale, let them back down. You're going to rotate your palms to face forward. Both arms move at the same time here. Exhale, reaching both arms back, ribs are dropping down. So the range of motion, inhale the arms right back up, is determining how relaxed you can keep your ribs. Exhale, reaching both arms back. So we don't want to pop the ribs up. Yeah, inhale the arms right back up. That way the abdominals remain engaged if the ribs don't pop up. Exhale, sending both arms back. Inhale up. And then exhale, sitting both arms back. Last one. And then inhale right back up. We'll pause. Both arms can come forward and down into the mat for your side. The arms will stay down. You can either keep the hands and the forearms down with the mat, that works for you, or you can bend at the elbows, taking some of that base and support away. This is an option. Might be a little bit more challenging, but not everyone has the same length arms. So that doesn't work. Just keep the hands down on the mat. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, going to scoop the belly, draw the right leg to tabletop. Inhale to hold it, and exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg foots up. Inhale to hold, and then exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, right leg foots up. Inhale to hold, and then exhale, place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg foots up. Inhale to hold, and exhale, place the foot back down. Now take a deep inhale in here, exhale, draw the right leg to tabletop. You're going to leave the leg there. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up to meet the right leg. So both legs are up. Keep the jump to point the feet. Keep the angle of the bent knee the same, hopefully. On the exhale, right toe taps on towards the mat, hinging from your thigh bone. Inhale, right back up. Try not to bend the knee anymore. Exhale, left toe taps down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale up. Exhale, right toe taps. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale, left toe taps. Inhale. Now pause here. Flex your feet strongly. Extend both legs up towards the sky, any amount. And then bring the legs back to your tabletop. Extend both legs up. And bring them back to tabletop. And extend both legs up. Bring them back to tabletop. Extend both legs up. And then can you keep them there for a moment? You might have a softness behind the knee. That's fine. You keep your leg as long as they can be. It's all good. Then you're going to bend your legs. Place your right foot back down first, followed by the left. Shake anything out that you might need. And then find your interlacing fingers and then place the palms behind the skull. You'll take a deep inhale and exhale. You'll nod the head around the spine of abdominal curl, looking towards your belly, thighs or knees, opening up the ceiling. Inhale to hold this here. And then exhale, round yourself right back down. Inhale in here, exhale, again, nod the head around the spine of abdominal curl. Inhale to hold. Exhale, coming right back down. Inhale and exhale, nod the head, run the spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold. Exhale, coming right back down. Inhale in here, exhale, nod the head, run the spine up, abdominal curl. Inhale to hold. Exhale, coming right back down. Now take a deep inhale in here, exhale, nod the head, run the spine up, abdominal curl. You'll pause to hold. Now take a deep inhale and exhale, turn the torso towards the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the left. Yeah. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the right. And center. Exhale, turn the torso towards the left. And center. Pause here, round up one more inch, and then round yourself all the way back down. Keep the hands where they're at. Deep inhale in here, exhale, round yourself up, abdominal curl. Release the right arm, press over the left side of the body. You got 8 pulses through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand goes back behind the skull. Left hand releases over to the right. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place a hand back behind the skull. Come back to the center. So you're gonna leave your feet where they're at, and you're gonna open up your legs. You'll probably reside on the outside of the foot there. Release both arms. Hands go through that diamond shape. You got 8 pulses through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach hands behind the skull. Place those feet back down. Round yourself all the way back down. And then you're gonna float both arms up towards the sky. Palms forward or inward, whatever works for you. I'm gonna keep my palms facing forward. I'm gonna work on balance. Remember, it could be a heel lift, maybe a toe tap. You go where you go. Remember, save yourself enough the exercise. Exhale, skew the belly, moving on to balance. Right leg floats to tabletop. Heel lift or toe taps, or there if you need them. And then place the foot back down. Inhale in here, exhale, left leg floats up. Yeah, breathing. Place the foot back down. So maybe just stick with that. I'm going to add on because it's a short class today. We do this right away. Exhale, right leg floats up. Then can you do 2 toe taps down with that right leg? Yeah. Bring it back up, pause, place the foot back down. Left leg floats up. Can you do 2 toe taps there? That's a tongue twister. Right back up, place the foot back down. We go back to that right leg floats up. Can you extend that right leg directly forward twice? And bring it back in, tabletop. Extend it forward, bring it back in, tabletop, place the foot back down. Left leg floats up. Can you extend that leg directly forward? Bring it back in. Remember, you can always go back to other options. Extend that leg forward, bring it back in, pause, place the foot back down, leave both feet down, arms go back onto the mat for your side. From here, take a deep inhale and exhale, gonna sink the belly, tilt your pubic bone into the lower back towards the roller. It may or may not connect to roller. We're just trying to find a curl of the spine and the pelvis, any amount for that, and then release it back down to neutral. Do that for me one more time. Exhale, sink the belly, tilt the pubic bone, curl the spine, curl the pelvis, any amount. Inhale in here, exhale, release it back down. Inhale in here, exhale, sink, curl. Now pause. Engage your glutes, start to peel the tailbone away from that. Or sorry, the roller, float yourself up to your bridge here. Inhale, exhale, coming right back down. Reestablishing yourself back to neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl the spine, curl the pelvis, press down the feet, floating yourself up. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale, coming right back down, finding that neutral. One more time, inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, float yourself up, press down to float up. And then coming all the way back down, reestablish back to that neutral position. Pause here and rock back and forth on the roller. Head goes one way, hips go the other way, find a little release. And open up your arms and legs a little bit so you get a little bit more surface area of the back body. And to get the biggest surface area of the back body on this roller like this, lift up one arm, one leg, the way that you're rolling away from, the way that you're looking towards. And you'll get more outer edge of the shoulder blade, shoulder area, outer hip, glute. Yeah. And find what works. Maybe this doesn't, you find another release that does. It's all good. You're going to find yourself back to that center line, and then you're going to roll up to one side of the roller, coming down onto the mat, using arms and legs to help you back down. Don't let that roller get too far away from you. Find another release that works for you. Maybe it's hugging the knees in, stretching legs up. You might find this little diamond shape with your feet being onto the floor, holding onto the ankles. Happy baby can also be a good position. Figure 4, lots of options. Then wherever you're at, get your roller back into your hands. So I'm going to go for this perpendicular positioning of the roller. Hands will be outside the roller for this one. You're going to flip the arms up towards the sky. You're gonna find that curl of the tailbone, curl of the pelvis, and curl of the spine. So the back is somewhat imprinted, wherever that means for you. Draw the right knee into the chest, followed by the left knee. Deep inhale in here, exhale, round up, abdominal curl. Keep the right knee there, send the left leg out long. Inhale in here, you're gonna switch sides. Inhale and switching sides, exhale and exhale. In, exhale, exhale. In, X, and in. Exhale, exhale, and in. Exhale, exhale, draw both knees into the chest, roll yourself down, look right, look left. Now we're going to change the orientation of the roller. The roller is going to go towards the ceiling. It's going to point up. Now I'm going to hold to the bottom third of the roller, right? So that I can really reach that roller up. You can always adjust it. You just don't want to be halfway because it might hit your chest. All right, so find the curl of the spine and the pelvis. Right leg to tabletop, followed by the left leg. Now take a deep inhale in here, exhale, roll up to your bell curl. Now extend legs in parallel towards the ceiling. You got 8 pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now open up your legs. Roller goes through. 8 pulses through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the legs. Roller up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straddle. Drop through. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the legs. Reach up once. Round yourself all the way down. Look right, look left. And then take the roller back into the hands, perpendicular to your body. Hands to the outside of the roller. Let's start it off with here in these abdominals. Reach the arms up. Curl the spine, curl the pelvis. Right knee in, left knee in. Deep inhale in here, exhale, round up to your abdominal curl. Keep the right knee where it is, send the left leg out long to the left armpit, draw towards the right knee from the spiral here. Inhale in here, I'm gonna switch sides, right armpit towards the left knee, inhale, switching sides, exhale, and exhale. In, exhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, exhale. In, X, in, exhale, exhale. Now switch sides once, hold here for the inhale. Hold for the exhale, hold for the inhale, hold for the exhale, switching sides. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, switch. Inhale, hold, inhale, hold, switch. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Exhale, hug those knees in, roll yourself down. You can look right, look left. I'm gonna give you a moment to find that release that works for you. Could be a little spiral. Yeah. Right, wherever you're at, find yourself back. So we're moving on to full bridge. So I'm gonna offer up the roller. So if you're gonna use the roller, it's gonna be placed underneath the triangle of your knees, feet flat. You don't have to use the roller. Ditch the roller and just place your feet flat on the mat. It's totally fine here. If you're ready to use the roller, arch the feet onto the roller. Everyone has the option of keeping the arms down by your side, gives you the biggest space of support. So to peel some of that base of support away by bending the elbows, so now it's just the upper arms, or take the arms entirely away and float up the arms up toward the ceiling. It's a choice for you. You're gonna find the center line of your body, but your pathway for your bridge is up to you. It could be curled up, it might be flat back up. I'll leave that pathway up to you, what works today. Take a deep inhale in here, exhaling to sink the belly, curl the tailbone, float yourself up, find your bridge. You're trying to open up those hips, balancing the shoulder blades, not the neck. Inhale in here, exhale, coming back down. Finding that neutral position. Equal weight to both feet. Take a deep inhale in here, exhale again, sink the belly, curl the tailbone, floating yourself up, find your bridge. Yeah. Inhale in here, exhale, coming back down, finding that pathway. Neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, floating yourself up, resting down to float up. Inhale in here, exhale, coming back down. Neutral. Inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, floating yourself up, press down to float up. Inhale in here, exhale, coming back down. Yeah. Next one we hold. Deep inhale in here, exhale again, sink, curl, holding yourself up. Pause. Then you're gonna come down 1 or 2 inches from your pelvis and moderately pulse up for 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, come all the way down. Deep inhale in here, exhale, float yourself all the way back up. Find hips level and even, right leg floats to tabletop. Inhale the foot back down. Left leg floats up to tabletop. Inhale, left foot gently back down. Right leg floats up. Inhale down. Exhale, left leg up. Inhale down. Right leg. and down, left leg, and down. One more set, right leg, and down, left leg, and down. Pause, put the hips up a little bit higher, come all the way down. Lengthen out your legs once, just to give those hammies a little bit of a break. Pull that roller back, or place your feet flat on the mat. Here we go, deep inhale in here. Exhale, sink the belly, cobra tailbone, float yourself up, bridge it up. Right leg flips to tabletop, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Nothing unusual here. You're gonna reach the right leg down as you flex your foot, and then point the foot back up. Flex the foot down to the height of the right. Left leg, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up. Flex the foot down, point the foot up, pause, bring the leg back to tabletop, foot goes back down. Hips up higher, left leg to tabletop, extend the left leg up. Flex the foot on the way down, point the foot up. Flex the foot on the way down, high descending right leg, point the foot up. Flex down, point up, flex down, point up, last one, flex down, point up, pause, bring the leg back to tabletop, foot goes back down, foot those hips up higher, and then come all the way down. And now lengthen out the legs. You can do it, maybe holding out there, just doing internal, external rotation. Maybe gonna rock and roll the calves out a little bit or a lot. Maybe you're bringing the roller to the backs of the legs here. All right, so wherever you're at, we got one transition here. So just one rep transition. You take this roller, you're gonna bring your legs to tabletop. Roller goes between the inner thighs. I'm holding it with my knees and my feet. I'm gonna press the roller forward so I don't knock my chest out. Hands behind the thighs. Deep inhale in here, exhale now the hips and the thigh bones, waist to roll yourself up. Find your balance point. Yeah. Can you take the roller out without dropping your legs? Can you extend the legs up towards the sky? Bring the legs back to tabletop, right foot down, left foot down. Lengthen out one leg, lengthen out the other leg, flex the feet, reach the arms up, flat back forward, and then round over when you need to. You can do a hold onto your soles of your feet, yoga toe lock, ankles, shins, thighs, maybe hands on the floor, maybe no hold at all. All good. Deep inhale in here, exhale, and start to roll up to the base of the spine. One vertebra at a time. That's going to be the last rep. You're going to come onto hands and knees. I am going to truncate this because of the time that we have, but I do want to offer up this roller for the first part. Hands will go into the roller. Yeah, if that feels too unstable for your wrist, just place your hands on the floor. If I'm using the roller, my knees will still be underneath my hips, my shoulders will be over my wrist, but notice my torso is going to be a little bit higher, so it's going to feel a little bit different. Take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, I just want you to drop your head, curl the tailbone, around the lower and upper spine. Just doing some curls and arches here. Inhale back to the tailbone towards the back of the skull, skull back towards the tailbone. Oh my God, travel brain. Exhale, scoop and curl. Inhale the arc, tailbone to the back of the head to the tailbone. Exhale, curl and around. Right, and extend. And exhale, curl and around. And extend. Exhale, curling around. Yeah. And then extend, and then find a relative neutral. Now I'm going to have you just take that roller, let it go. Yeah, hands onto the floor. Yeah, we'll do this kind of in a particular way. So shoulders over the wrist, knees underneath the hips. I do want you to find that curl that we just worked on. And can you keep that curl and send the booty down towards the heels? And then you're going to come right back up to that curled position. Then you're going to find that relative neutral. Before we move here, I want you to find that extension, back of the head toward the tailbone, tailbone towards the back of the head, still scoop the belly. Now you're looking somewhat straight ahead. And then same thing, I want you to start to stick the booty out and send the booty down towards the heels. At the end, you might curl a little bit and lower back, that's fine, but I'm still trying to keep my chest and gaze forward. I'll come back up to that extension and find relative neutral. I'll go through this again, curl and around. Keep that rounded shape, booty down towards the heels. I'm gonna keep the rounded shape the best I can and come back onto equal weight to hands and knees, then find relative neutral. And then I'll find that extension, back of the head toward the tailbone, tailbone towards the back of the head, chest is shunning forward, gaze is forward, sending my booty down towards my heels, looking forward. I might curl at the end there, and that's fine. I'm gonna pop right back up with smooth control and find relative neutral. I'll get this one more time. Curling around, booty down towards the heels. Popping back up, smooth control, relative neutral. Extend the spine, chest and gaze forward, and then send the booty down towards the heels. Coming back up to that extended positioning, and then find neutral. Now go ahead and press yourself into a child's pose. Toes together, knees apart. Yeah, finding that rest position that works for you. Yeah, here is feeling a little weird today. Maybe it's the headset. So just resting there for a moment. And then you're gonna take a deep inhale in here. Actually, you're gonna roll it through the base of the spine, one vertebra at a time. The head's gonna be left to right. So the foot down the back, chin becomes parallel to the ground. Yeah. And then I'm gonna have you work yourself up to standing. Yeah, let's see where this is today. Camera-wise, pretty good. So because of timing, I'm just gonna kind of pop into this. Usually I do 5 squats. We have a few more squats to do today, so I'm just gonna do 3. I'm still gonna face the other direction. And I'll kind of just walk us through this pretty quick. So 3 squats, and then we'll do a series of squats again with 3 pulses, and I'm gonna have you stand up and bring your toe to the knee, what I call flamenco, and we'll alternate sides. First 3 squats. So there will be a slight hip hinge here. You're gonna try to keep your gaze relatively forward, arms reach forward, functional parallel position for you, and that might be wider than what I'm demonstrating here. That's fine. My pocket feels a little jammed here. Take a deep inhale in here. Actually gonna slide down, reach the arms forward to wherever you like them to come, and then come all the way back up. The depth of your squat is up to you. Here's 2. Remember, we only have 3 plain squats. Here's 3. Yeah. Now we're gonna go for pulses. We go for a squat first. We come down, we do 3, 2, 1, and we stand up, toe to knee. Place it down. We go squat, 3, 2, 1, left toe to knee. Place it down. We squat, 1, 2, 3, toe to knee. Can you hold it there for a moment? Place it down, squat, 1, 2, 3, toe to knee. Can you hold it? Place it down, last set. Squat, 1, 2, 3, come up, toe to knee. Ooh, a little off balance. Can you hold it? Can you look to one side, over the shoulder, center, look to the other shoulder side, center to flip back down. We squat, 1, 2, 3, pulses, toe to knee. Look to one shoulder, center, other shoulder. Center, place the foot back down, shake it out. All right, so we're gonna go to our quick planks. I'm gonna offer up straight arm plank. You can certainly go to forearm plank. Your range of motion will just be a little bit different. We are gonna do some pikes, so it'll be more shoulder activated. Yeah, so just be mindful of that. So your shape might be a little bit wider than mine will be. It's gonna find the functional parallel position of your feet and your legs. Sitting up nice and tall, just like we started, you're gonna roll down, but we're gonna reach the arms up first. Start to nod the head around the spine forward. You keep your legs long, bend your knees a little or a lot, depending on what you might need. You're gonna try to get your hands down on the ground, walk yourself forward, find your plank, right? From here, you're gonna pike the hips up. You'll drop your heels down towards the floor any amount. Doesn't mean that your heels have to touch, it's fine. Coming forward to plank. Pike up, pike up. This could, you also might know this is downward dog. Floating forward. Here's our third pike up, piking up. Coming forward. Now we are going to do a pike up, but first let's take the right leg, cross over the left. I'm going to try to keep my right foot off the floor. I'm going to pike up, drop that left heel down any amount. Coming forward. So it's like a 3-legged downward dog for the cross leg. Pike up. And come forward. One more time, pike it up. Come forward, uncross, recross the other side. So left leg over right, and try to keep my left foot off the floor. I pike up, drop my right heel down towards the ground with hopefully about my left foot touching, but it might, it's all good. It's a goal, coming forward and pike. And forward. Last one to pike. Coming forward, uncross, foot down, find your full plank, hold. One knee down, other knee down. So you're gonna find yourself into a child's pose if that works for you. Maybe it's a cat pose, or maybe it's a seated pose. Find a release position that works for you. Deep inhale in here, exhale, walking hands over to the right. So you're stretching out the left side of the waist, left side of the ribs, breathe to that side. Deep inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands to the center. Deep inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands over to the left. Now you're stretching out the right side of the waist, right side of the ribs. Breathe to that side. Yeah. And then take a deep inhale in here, exhale, walk the hands back to the center. And then now you're gonna open up your hands and arms a little bit. And can you press your hands into the floor so you're
If you're in child's pose, your booty will reach down towards the heels. In cat pose, your lower and upper spine will reach a little bit more towards the ceiling. If you're in seated pose, you're gonna rock behind your sits bones just a little bit. And wherever you're at, take a deep inhale in here. Exhale, start to walk the hands back towards you. And then just roll yourself up to an upright seated position. So I'm sitting onto my heels. You might need to come to sitting on your knees. You might need to find a different upright position. That's fine. Find what works for you today. Gaze can be softened, closed, or open, up to you. Just drop your arms down by your side. I'd like you to take your inhales to the sides and backs of the ribs. And as you exhale, you scoop the belly, draw the navel up and in, elongate the spine. On the next inhale, shrug the shoulders up the ears in a nice, gentle way. Allow the shoulders to drift down away from the ears. On the exhale, sink the belly, draw it up and in, elongate in spine through the crown of the head to the ceiling. If you're not already there, you're going to join me onto your knees. Let's curl our toes under. I'm going to bring whatever leg forward you like. I think I brought my left leg forward on Wednesday, so I'm going to bring my right leg forward. So I'm in this 90-90 proposal type of position. You can place your hands on your thighs, to a wall, to a roller, a chair, another prop. Or drop your arms down to your side because we're going to work ourselves up to standing. Good life skill here. Wherever you're at, press weight into that front foot. Get it there. And then you're going to work yourself up to standing however you can. Yeah. Other foot next to it, just looking forward. Again, eyes don't have to be open. They can be soft or closed. Drop the arms down to your side. Take your inhales to the sides and back of the ribs as you shrug your shoulders up to the ears. Then gentle way, exhale. Slide the shoulder blades down gently, not trying to force them down. Scoop the belly up and in. Elongate the spine through the crown of the head to the ceiling. Into a nice, comfortable, upright posture for you. Not too much tension in the shoulders or the back of the knees or the glutes. Any of that tension, you can maybe bring it to your abdominals instead. Yeah, nice, comfortable, upright position. And you are done for Thursday. Thanks for joining. I'm going to stop the class. Oh, no, I'm not going to stop the class. I'm going to stop the recording. I could stop the class. You never know. All right.